So I'm going to sing a song who actually, people keep telling me it's Matt McGinn. I'm not entirely sure it is. But anyway, I thought it'll set the tone for the evening. Ever since the day my dog ate Auntie Bella, things have happened. Sorry, I need to say actually, there's a very brief refrain, and there is a play on words in the refrain. Often people don't actually get it until like the last verse, so look out for that play on words. Ever since the day my dog ate Auntie Bella, I've been wondering what kind of dog I've got. 'Cause he grew up awfully big and tawny yellow, with a great big hairy collar in his throat. He was just a little pup on the night I picked him up. He was wandering in the dark near the zoo at Calder Park. Now when people see me coming they shout, "Lion!" But I never told a lie in all my life. Ever since the day my dog ate Auntie Bella, things have happened that you really won't believe. "Can I clap your dog?" says one wee friendly fella. Now he runs around with nothing up his sleeve. And when the butcher for a bet gave a sheep's head to my pet, he gave a terrible yell when he chewed his head as well. And when people see me coming they shout, "Lion!" But I never told a lie in all my life. Ever since my dog had Auntie for his dinner, I've been taking money off these racing mugs. Down at Shawfield track my Fido's aye the winner, but the trouble is they're running short of dogs. And when I'm signing on the brew, there's never any queue. The man says, "Don't come round, we'll just bring the money round." And when people see me coming they shout, "Lion!" But I never told a lie in all my life. On the day my Auntie B got guzzled, the neighbours all say I'm the one to blame, just 'cause I forgot that Fido wasn't muzzled when she came along and asked if he was tame. She let him lick her hand, next minute she was gone. But though I miss her so, she's gone and left me all her dough. And when people see me coming they shout, "Lion!" But I never told a lie in all my life.
Good, Amanda.
Yes.
But
We like those Irish songs.
I forgot.
Oh, wasn't it in French? Yes.
Is Carol Lamb, who I think is in the Canary Islands, or was last time I saw her online. And after Carol, we'll have a song from Clive Woolf, please.
Not him.
Okay.
Yeah, hear you, Carol.
This is a music hall song. Yes, I'm still in Lanzarote. This is Jones's story. A wise old owl was he, because he told his wife he never drank a stronger thing than tea. But after honeymooning, a night he stayed away. For a week he didn't get home until the break of day. At last, poor Mabel asked the reason why. Says Jones, "I'm gonna tell the truth or die." "Mabel dear, listen here, I was afraid to come home in the dark. Every day the papers say there is a robbery in the park. I sat alone in the YMCA, singing just like a lark. There is no place like home, but I couldn't come home in the dark." Next evening after supper, he bade his wife adieu. She said, oh no, it's dark and so I'm going to go with you. But somehow Jonesy shook her, 'cause he was smooth as silk. And he got home in time to meet the man who brought the milk. And as his wife she stood upon the stairs, Jonesy and the milkman sang this air. Mabel dear, listen here, I was afraid to come home in the dark. Every day the papers say there is a robbery in the park. I sat alone in the YMCA, singing just like a lark. There is no place like home, but I couldn't come home in the dark. Next day, the same old story. He got home at dawn, but he got sober right away when he found that she had gone. At noon he heard her slam the garden gate. Says she to Jonesy, is me hat on straight? Hubby dear, listen here, I was afraid to come home in the dark. Every day the papers say there is a robbery in the park. I sat alone in the CAFE, singing just like a lark. There is no place like home, but I couldn't come home in the dark. Thank you.
Copeland.
Well done, Carol.
Because she gets her own acronym, actually.
Great. So, do you know who used to sing it?
Yes, Hetty King.
Sorry?
Hetty King.
Did
Oh,
she?
really? Oh, well then. We're doing a Maine impersonation, yeah. Great song.
I've been singing it for decades and I didn't know that. Or if I did, I probably knew it once and I've forgotten it like so much else.
Right, great stuff, Carol. Welcome to Sharps. Please come back. Clive, our next singer. And after Clive, could we have Judy cook, please?
Right, here we go. I have a feeling that John White, sir, has a version of this, but I'm not sure. Better. I once did know a farmer. He's a good and kindly old soul. I used to work upon his farm and round by his country home. He had one only daughter, turned to win her I did try. And when I asked him for her, the old man did reply, oh, treat me daughter kindly, say you're doing no harm. And when I die, I'll leave to you me tiny little farm. Me horse, me plough, me sheep, me cow, me ox, me ow and me barn, and all the little chickens in the garden. Now I loved this young girl dearly, and I know that she loved me. And many's the time I'd go around for a smiling face to see, to watch her milk the brittle cow, and see it doesn't no harm. And many's the cup of love I drunk before I left the farm. So treat me daughter kindly, say you're doing no harm. And when I die, I'll leave to you me tiny little farm. Me horse, me plough, me sheep, me cow, me ox, me ow and me barn, and all the little chickens in the garden. Now the old man he has given consent, and married we will be. We'd lead a life of happiness in our own little country. I'll try to keep the promise that the old man asked of me. My own little girl, I'll use her well and treat her kindly. So treat me daughter kindly. Say you're doing no harm, and when I die, I'll leave to you me tiny little farm. Me horse, me plough, me sheep, me cow, me ox, me ewe, and me barn, and all the little chicks in the garden. End.
Yeah, that's the Auntie.
I all hearing you. Clive. Good one. So
Right.
a song from Liz Philipson.
Oh. Is it going to be Judy?
Judy Cook.
No, me? No?
Judy Cook.
Oh, I thought you said me. Sorry.
Yeah, you did. You said Liz, but it was me, isn't it? It's my turn. Yes.
Yeah. I can't stand you speaking. I hope it's Judy Cook who's speaking.
This is Judy Cook.
Yes.
This is Judy Cook. Okay. I'll sing you a song. I'll sing you a song written by Gordon Bach from Maine. This is appropriate for the season, and it's a song of hope and encouragement, which I like, called Turning Toward the Morning. And it's got a nice chorus. When the deer is bedded down, and the bear has gone to ground, and the northern goose has wandered off to warmer bay and sound, it's so easy in the cold to feel the darkness of the year, and the heart is growing lonely for the morning. Oh, my Joni, don't you know that the stars are swinging slow, and the seas are rolling easy as they did so long ago? If I had a thing to give you, I would tell you one more time that the world is always turning toward the morning. Now October's growing thin, and November's coming home. You'll be thinking of the season and the sad things that you've seen. And you'll hear that old wind walking, hear him singing high and thin. You could swear he's out there singing of your sorrow. Oh, my Joni, don't you know that the stars are swinging slow, and the seas are rolling easy as they did so long ago? If I had a thing to give you, I would tell you one more time that the world is always turning toward the morning. When the darkness falls around you, and the north wind comes to blow, and you hear him call your name out as he walks the brittle snow, that old wind don't mean you trouble. He don't care or even know. He's just walking down the darkness toward the morning. Oh, my Joni, don't you know that the stars are swinging slow, and the seas are rolling easy as they did so long ago? If I had a thing to give you, I would tell you one more time that the world is always turning toward the morning. It's a pity we don't know what the little flowers know. They can't face the cold November. They can't take the wind and snow. They put their glories all behind them, bow their heads and let it go. but you know they'll be there shining in the morning. Oh, my Joni, don't you know that the stars are swinging slow and the seas are rolling easy as they did so long ago? If I had a thing to give you, I would tell you one more time that the world is always turning toward the morning. Now, my Joni, don't you know, the days are rolling slow, old man Winter's walking easy as he did so long ago. And if that wind should come and ask you, why's my Joni weeping so, won't you tell him that you're weeping for the morning? Oh, my Joni, don't you know that the stars are swinging slow and the seas are rolling easy as they did so long ago? If I had a thing to give you, I would tell you one more time that the world is always turning toward the morning.
Oh, wonderful. Lovely song, Judy. Thank you.
Very nice, Judy.
Yes.
Thank you.
Well sung, as always.
Yeah.
Gorgeous, gorgeous song. I hope you can hear me better now. Gorgeous song, and yeah, what we need at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. And our next singer is Liz Philipson, and after Liz, a song from Steve Suffet.
Hi. I'm going to do a song from the Northern Music Hall from the 1850s by Joe Wilson. It's actually a song that John White told me was one of his favourite songs from the Northern Music Hall. So, let me just... Now was both depressed and sad, though I once was blithe and glad, and could trip about the tune both trim and neatly. I was happy night and morn, but of all such joys I shone, since I fell so deep in love with Sally Wheatley. Oh, dear me, I don't know what to do, 'cause Sally's taken me heart away completely, and I'll never get it back, 'cause she gans with Mr. Black, and they say he's gonna marry Sally Wheatley. Well, I never seen sick a lass, though I know she likes a glass, and can toss a tot of whiskey out sweetly. Well, it's right to take your drop, if you know just when to stop, and that was just the very way with Sally Wheatley. Oh, dear me, I don't know what to do, 'cause Sally's taken me heart away completely, and I'll never get it back, 'cause she gans with Mr. Black, and they say he's gonna marry Sally Wheatley. How I felt I don't know, the first time I Sally saw, in a threesome reel she jigged her boots so sweetly, and I might have had a chance if I'd asked her up to dance, but I was shy to talk to Sally Wheatley. Oh dear me, I don't know what to do, 'cause Sally's taken me heart away completely, and I'll never get it back, 'cause she guns with Mr. Black, and they say he's gonna marry Sally Wheatley. So as often is the case, you'll find others in your place, if you canna shove ahead and fettle Ridley. I'd no sooner turned me back than I saw young Mr. Black. He was jigging round the room with Sally Wheatley. Oh dear me, I don't know what to do, 'cause Sally's taken me heart away completely, and I'll never get it back, 'cause she guns with Mr. Black, and they say he's gonna marry Sally Wheatley, and he mun ha' made it reet when he set her yam that neat. After work he gans dressed up to see her neatly. There's great danger in delay, or I'd not be sad today. If I had a heart I'd brecht for Sally Wheatley. Oh dear me, I don't know what to do, 'cause Sally's turned me heart away completely, and I'll never get it back, 'cause she guns with Mr. Black, and they say he's gonna marry Sally Wheatley. Joe. Go.
It's turning into a good night for music hall.
Lovely song. But is it a folk song or a musical? I know it's composed. It's one of the borderline ones, isn't it?
Let's not go there.
Joe Wilson's songs, some of Joe Wilson's songs are taken as folk songs, and some aren't. That one was sung in the music halls.
Yes.
I was going to say, if that's a folk song,
Okay, I'm going to have to stop this intervening in the heated debate, otherwise I will have to...
let me put a grenade in it.
Shut
That's
up,
never a
Eccles.
folk
Shut
song.
up, Eccles.
Livy, please. So, it is Steve Suffet is next, and after Steve, a song from James Eagle, please.
Okay, I just unmuted myself. I hope that's good. This is not a music hall song, and whether it's a folk song is up to you because I wrote it. On January 2nd, 2006, 13 men went to work at a deep pit coal mine in the town of Sago, West Virginia in the Appalachian Mountains. There was an explosion and a partial cave-in. 2 days later, only one of those 13 men emerged alive. The other 12 died not because of the explosion and not because of the cave-in, but because of methane and carbon monoxide, what's called fire damp, that seeped into the mine after the explosion. This is their story. Can you hear that steam whistle blow? Can you hear that steam whistle blow? It's shrieking and it's crying, says there's trouble at the mine. Can you hear that steam whistle blow? The refrain is always the same on each verse, so I'll do the first verse again and you could sing with me. Can you hear that steam whistle blow? Can you hear that steam whistle blow? It's shrieking and it's crying, says there's trouble at the mine. Can you hear that steam whistle blow? Can you hear that little girl pray? Can you hear that little girl pray? Can you hear that little girl pray? Bring my daddy home today. Can you hear that steam whistle blow? Can you hear the mine rescue team? Can you hear the mine rescue team? Can you hear the rescue team listening for the miners scream? Can you hear that steam whistle blow? Can you hear the trapped miners choke? Can you hear the trapped miners choke? Can you hear the miners choke on the fire, damp and smoke? Can you hear that steam whistle blow? Can you hear the mine widows moan? Can you hear the mine widows moan? Can you hear the widow's moan? Gonna chill you to the bone. Can you hear that steam whistle blow? Can you hear the mine owners lie? Can you hear the mine owners lie? Can you hear the owners lie while another 12 men die? Can you hear that steam whistle blow? First verse and we'll go out. Can you hear that steam whistle blow? Can you hear that steam whistle blow? It's shrieking and it's crying, says there's trouble at the mine. Can you hear that steam whistle blow? Can you hear that steam whistle blow?
Pretty much can hear it in that song. Yeah. So, yeah, thank you. And the refrain or chorus or whatever it is, debate in the chat. Anyway, James is our next singer. And after James, it will be Simon Prager, please.
Right, I'm going to go back up north, or from everyone else's point of view, or down south from Liz Philipson's. This is a Graeme Miles song from T's side. Does my audio sound okay, by the way? I was playing with the settings. That's great. Hand in hand with Mary Ann, waiting for the ferry. The flicker of the ironworks fire turns the dark night into cherry, and the teas, the chilly, slow black teas, laps gently round the jetty. Hand in hand with Mary Ann, waiting for the ferry. Here's embracing you, dear Mary Ann, it's fondly that I squeeze you. In but a year I will return, with a gift I hope will please you. And the teas, the chilly, slow black teas, laps gently round the jetty. Hand in hand with Mary Ann, waiting for the ferry. Here's a kiss for you, my Mary Ann, a parting kiss, my dear. The bell has rung Port Clarence side, and the ferry car draws near, and the teas, the chilly, slow black teas, laps gently round the jetty. Hand in hand with Mary Ann, waiting for the ferry. And so goodbye, dear Mary Ann, It's now that I must leave you. The weeks will come and the months will pass, and for sure I'll not deceive you. And the teas, the chilly, slow black teas, lapse gently round the jetty, hand in hand with Mary Ann, waiting for the ferry. Hand in hand with Mary Ann, waiting for the ferry.
Nice song, James. Lovely.
Sweet song. Very sweet song. I don't think I've heard that before. Thank you.
Really? It's a classic.
So, yeah. Anyway, good to hear it tonight. So, Simon Prager's our next singer. And then could we have a song from John White, please?
Okay.
Hi. I put a notice on the chat line very near the top about an event about Joanne Kelly that's going to be on this Friday and how to get a link to it. This is not one of her songs. This is a Bessie Smith song, and it's ostensibly it's a rude song, but if you listen to the way she sings it, it's full of yearning. Tired of being lonely, tired of being blue. Wish that I had some good gal to tell my troubles to. Seem like the world is wrong since my gal been gone. I need a little sugar in my bowl. I need a little hot dog on my roll. I can use a little loving. Ooh, so bad. I feel so funny, Lord. I feel so sad. Need a little steam heat on my floor. Maybe I can fix things up so they'll go. What's the matter, hard mama? Come on and satisfy your good man's soul. 'Cause I need some sugar in my bowl. Stop your fooling. Look, some sugar in my bowl. Sugar in my bowl. I need a little hot dog on my roll. I can use a little loving. Ooh, so bad. I feel so funny, Lord. I feel so sad. I need a little steam heat on my floor. Maybe I can fix things up so they'll go. What's the matter, hard mama? Come on and satisfy your good man's soul. 'Cause I need some sugar in my bowl. Stop your fooling. Drop some sugar in my bowl.
Hey.
Brilliant. And then, hold on.
Splendid stuff.
Yes, well, the hot dog reference is obviously suspect. And, John White, please be a gentleman and restore the tone. And after John, it will be Richard Mellish.
a poem and a monologue. So here's another monologue this week from the music halls, one that Stanley Holloway used to do, all about the Ramsbottom family. It's Runcorn Ferry. On the banks of the Mersey over on Cheshire side lies Runcorn, which is best known to fame by a transporter bridge that takes folks across stream or else brings them back over same. In days before transporter bridge were put up, a ferry boat lay in the slip. And old Ted the boatman rowed folks across at per twopence, per person, per trip. Now Runcorn lay on one side of the stream and Widnes on t'other side stood, and as nobody wanted to go nigh the place, the trade wasn't any too good. But one evening, to Ted's superlative surprise, 3 customers came into view. And Mr. and Mrs. Ramsbottom it were, and Albert, their little son too. How much for the 3, said father, as his hand to his pocket did dip. Why, the same as it would be for 1, replied Ted. Per twopence, per person, per trip. You're not charging 2pence for that little lad, said mother, her eyes flashing wild. 2pence per person, per trip, answered Ted. Per woman, per man, or per child. 5 pence for the 3 is the most that I'll pay, said father. Don't waste time at talk. 2pence per person, per trip, answered Ted, and those that can't pay has to walk. We can walk and all, says mother. Come, father, water's none so deep, weather's quite mild. So into the water the 3 of them stepped, the father, the mother, the child. The farther they paddled, the deeper they'd got, but they never give in once begun. In the spirit that's made Lancashire what she is, they'd sooner be drowned than done. Soon the old folks were right up to their necks, and little lad right out of sight. Father says, where's Albert? And mother replied, I've got hold of his hand, he's all right. 'Twere just at that moment, Pa had an idea. And floundering back to old Ted, he said, we've walked halfway. Come, take us the rest for 3pence. That's a penny a head. But old Ted weren't standing for none of that there, and making an obstinate lip. Per 2pence, per person, per trip, answered Ted. Per trip or per part of per trip. Well, let me take the boat, said father. I'll pick up the others halfway. I'll row them across. I'll bring the boat back. And 3 pence in bargain I'll pay. 'Twere money for nothing. Ted replied, right-ho. And father, take it out of the sculls, pointed sharp end of boat towards the middle of the stream. He was there in a couple of pulls. He got mother out first. 'Twere rather a job. With the water, she weighed 1/2 a ton. And then shoving the oar down the side of his boat, he started fishing around for his son. When poor little Albert came up to the top, his collar was foggy and limp. And with holding his breath at the bottom so long, his face was as red as a shrimp. Pa rowed him across. He rowed the boat back, and he said to old Ted in the slip, we'll row me across. I replied Ted, at per 2pence, per person, per trip. But when Pa got to the side, he laughed fit to bust. Well, he got best of bargain, you see. He worked it all out. He got his own way, and he paid no more 5 pence for 3.
Well done.
Always good to hear that.
A great victory. Okay, Richard Mellish is our next performer, and after Richard, we will welcome Carol Anderson.
Okay, this one is for Clive. It's a Pox song, so it's for Clive. As I was out walking by the banks of the Hughie, Listen, my friends, what I have to relate. Who should I see there but one of my comrades, wrapped up in white linen, and hard was his fate. Oh, the Mercury was beating, the limestone was reeking, his tongue all in flames hanging over his chin, a hole in his bosom, his teeth were closing. Bad luck to the girlie that gave him the glim. And had she but told me when she disordered me, had she but told me of it in time, I might have been cured by the pills of white mercury. But now I am a young man cut down in my prime. My parents had warned me and oft times had chided, with those young lassies do not sport and play. But I never heeded and scarce ever listened, but just carried on in my own wicked way. Down at the street corner some flash girls were talking, the one to the other these words she did say. There goes the young man who once was so jolly, but now for his sins his poor body it must pay. And had she but told me when she disordered me, had she but told me of it in time, I might have been cured by the pills of white mercury. But now I am a young man cut down in my prime. Watch out for the environmentally unfriendly bit coming up. Oh, doctor, dear doctor, before your departure, you'll throw all these bottles of mercury away, and you'll send for the minister to say a prayer over me, before that they lower my poor body to the clay. You'll get 6 jolly fellows to carry my coffin, 6 pretty fair maids to bear up my pall, and you will give each one a bunch of red roses, so that as they pass by me, they won't know the smell. And had she but told me when she disordered me, had she but told me of it in time, I might have been cured by the pills of white mercury. But now I am a young man cut down in my prime.
Wonderful.
Here again.
Wonderful, Richard.
And 300 years later, it was the streets of Laredo.
Indeed, yes.
Good version there, Richard. Thank you. So Carol is next. Welcome back, Carol. Haven't seen you in isolation. Here, you're here. And after Carol, it will be Pete and Maggie. Are you there, Carol?
I'm here. Sorry, the spacebar thing does not work for unmuting me, whatever Zoom says. Was that an Aberdeenshire version of that song, Richard? As I was walking by the banks of the Yugi.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Aye. Anyway, I'm going to play the most appropriate tune I can think of right now. Not the first one. The first one's called La Petite Brunette, and it's a Quebecois tune. And the second one's an English tune called Fuck the Tories.
200.
Oh, Carol.
Wonderful.
Lovely to see you in action again.
Great to see you.
Well done, darling.
Yeah, great to see you, Carol. Wonderful fiddling, but have you considered a career in cyber?
Here, you never know. I don't know it yet.
Anyway, yeah, brilliant. So Pete and Maggie are next. After Pete and Maggie, we'll have David, but which one? Ooh, David Kidman.
Right. Hello. Well, not music hall. Carol, we've missed you. That was a treat. We've got a song everybody knows, but we've been missing Shape Note singing a bit from this book, and it's Wayfaring Stranger, but in Shape Notes, people sing the syllables first, and we miss this loud, uninflected singing that we usually do in big groups. So just two parts of what should be four.
Yeah.
Yeah.
La
la la la, so la la mi la sol fa sol, la 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 la, la 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 la, mi la mi la sol fa sol, fa la la la, so fa mi la mi fa la, so fa mi la mi la. La la so la mi la sol fa la la. I am a poor wayfaring stranger while journeying through this world of woe. Yet there's no sickness, toil, nor danger in that bright land to which I go. I'm going there to see my father. I'm going there no more to roam. I'm only going over Jordan. I'm only going over home. I know dark clouds will gather o'er me. I know my way is rough and steep, yet beauteous fields lie just before me, where God's redeemed their vigils keep. I'm going there to see my mother. She said she'd meet me when I come. I'm only going over Jordan. I'm only going over home. I want to wear a crown of glory when I get home to that good land. I want to shout salvation's story in concert with the blood-washed band. I'm going there to meet my Savior, to sing his praise forevermore. I'm only going over Jordan. I'm only going over home. I'm going there to meet my Savior, to sing his praise forevermore. I'm only going over Jordan. I'm only going over home.
Invited Clive to join in. I'll never.
I was joining in.
We can only see 9 at a time.
Thank you both. Lovely to hear the harmonies as well, unusual harmonies. So next it's David Kidman, then it'll be Sheila Miller.
Right, I'm unmuted. Yeah. There's nothing like being predictable, so I'll be predictable tonight. I'll sing you this October song for there is no song before it. The words and tunes are none of my own, though my joys and sorrows bore it. Beside the sea, the brambly briars, in the still of evening, birds fly out behind the sun, and with them I'll be leaving. The fallen leaves that jewel the ground, they know the art of dying, and leave with joy their glad gold hearts in the scarlet shadows lying. When hunger calls my footsteps home, the morning follows after. I swim the seas within my mind, and the pine trees laugh green laughter. I used to search for happiness, I used to follow pleasure, but I found a door behind my mind, and that's the greatest treasure. For the rulers like to lay down the laws, and the rebels like to break them, and the poor priests like to walk in chains, and God likes to forsake them. I met a man whose name was Time. He said, I must be going, but just how long ago that was, I have no way of knowing. Sometimes I want to murder time. Sometimes when my heart is aching, but mostly I just stroll along the path that he is taking. Yes, mostly I just stroll along the path that he is taking.
Robin Williamson. Me.
You may have thought it was predictable, but this is the second week in October that we've been here, isn't it?
Yes,
so,
indeed.
I was expecting that last week.
Indeed.
Okay, so Sheila Miller's our next singer, and after Sheila, it will be Chris Lamb.
Yeah, Robin Williamson could be quite an eccentric songwriter sometimes. That's one of his less eccentric songs. This comes from a very eccentric songwriter. she was called, or she called herself, the Reverend Baby Hoover, and she sang on the streets of New York with a woman called Virginia Brown. They were both blind and they collected money, and Baby Hoover wrote some quite eccentric songs which I like a lot, and this is one of her sort of technological hymns. It has a chorus which Pete and Maggie at least might know. Some people are just like an automobile. They run fine when everything's right. When the road is all clear and the weather is fine and there's plenty of sunshine and light. But often they come to a washout and then get stuck and they have to detour. And maybe a break in the testing will prove that they never were built to endure. Get plenty of water and plenty of oil and the best gasoline you can buy. Have your engine tuned up and look out for the tires. You'll have some more places to fly. Look out for the tires or the blowouts will come. On a dangerous curve keep an eye. But if you let Jesus take a hold of the wheel, you'll make it to heaven on high. Some autos are painted and polished so bright they sell for more than they're worth. And the people who think their profession will do stop short of a Bible new birth. Just start up your engine and then you can tell if the thing is hitting on 6. But if you depend on the look of the car, you'll be in a terrible fix. Get plenty of water and plenty of oil and the best gasoline you can buy. Have your engine tuned up and look out for the brakes. You'll have some more places to fly. Look out for the tires or the blowouts will come. On a dangerous curve keep an eye. But if you let Jesus take a hold of the wheel, you'll make it to heaven on high. So all our profession of powder and paint, though lovely upon the outside, won't answer to God, for he looks at the heart. It matters not how hard we try. So if you are stuck in the quicksand of sin and wandering and floundering about, just let God's great engine of glory and grace with the cable of love pull you out. Get plenty of water and plenty of oil and the best gasoline you can buy. Have your engine tuned up and look out for the brakes. You'll have some more places to fly. Look out for the tires or the blowouts will come. On a dangerous curve keep an eye. But if you let Jesus take a hold of the wheel, you'll make it to heaven on high. Reverend Baby Hoover.
Great stuff, Sheila. Thank you, particularly for the tips on automobile care. Good advice in any era.
Particularly important with the winter coming up.
Absolutely.
These similes, they're a bit strange. I've got an LP that has a song on it called Jesus Hits Like an Atom Bomb, and I've never really thought that was all that
No, that makes no sense at all, but thank you for sharing. Okay, so it's Chris Lamb next, and after Chris, a song from Rory Grieg. Are you there, Chris?
I am here. I'm sorry, my sound is breaking up very badly, and I didn't hear you announce me as the next singer until just a moment ago. Since it is breaking up, I'm going to keep this one short in case the sound is breaking up as I sing as well. Next week is the anniversary of Ewan MacColl's death, and as usual, there'll be a gathering in Russell Square by his tree. This isn't a Ewan MacColl song, but it's one which he and Peggy Seeger collected from Queen Caroline Hughes. Oh, some do say the farmer's best, but I do need say no. If it weren't for we poor labouring men, what would the farmers do? They'd beat up all their old stuff until some new come in. There's never a trade in all England like we poor labouring men. Oh, some do say the baker's best, but I do need say no. If it weren't for we poor labouring men, what would the bakers do? They'd beat up all their old stuff until some new come in. There's never a trade in all England like we poor labouring men. Oh, some do say the butcher's best, but I do need say no. If it weren't for we poor labouring men, what would the butchers do? They'd beat up all their old stuff until some new come in. Oh, there's never a trade in all England like we poor labouring men. Let every true-born Englishman lift up a flowing glass and toast each honest labouring man, while likewise his bonny lass. And when these cruel times are gone, good days will come again, for there's never a trade in all England like we poor labouring men.
Thank you, Chris. Unfortunately, there were some odd sound effects there. It was like you stopped for a bit and then it all kind of came along at once. So.
I hear that you didn't get the whole song all at once, but
Health and happiness.
You're not guessing us all at once either. Okay.
I have to make something done about this.
Anyway, we'll move on, but thank you for the labouring men. So Rory's our next singer, and then a song from Pal Carter.
Okay, this is one. Whitby Folk Week used to have quite a lot of fringe events years ago, and they had one called the Rusty Razor Award for the most miserable song. And I entered this one, and it came second. So this is the second most miserable song that was in Whitby that year. It comes from Lincolnshire. Once I courted a damsel of the fairest beauty bright, and I did my best endeavour for to gain my heart's delight. I courted her for love I was inclined. For never was a damsel more lovely, fair and kind. But when her old parents came this for to know, that me and my true love together did go. They quickly had me taken, and I was pressed to see, to keep me from their daughter and her loving company. And after I'd been sailing for 7 long years, I returned home to England, to my own dearest dear, enquiring for my love. Her old father, he replied. She broke her heart in sorrow, for the love of you she died. Oh, how can you tell me so? It's more than I can bear. For if she's in my silent grave, I wish myself was there, and then I should be free from all sorrow, grief and woe. Now I know not where to wander, nor which way to go. Now down in New Bedlam this young man was confined, for the losing of his true love distracted his mind. A rattling of his chains, on his strawy bed he lies, lamenting for his true love until the day he dies.
Well done, Roy.
Proper tragic. Proper tragic.
It's a lovely song, that.
Yeah. Okay, so it's possibly something similarly tragic from Pal, although I wouldn't absolutely guarantee.
So am I on to He Picked Her Up
After
now?
Pal,
Yes.
Eleanor and Sam.
Amanda, how did you guess? This is possibly my favourite Irish song. My Monologue, I love you, and you sail o'er the water. Take me with you to be your partner. 'Tis at fair and market you'll be well looked after, and you can sleep with the Greek king's daughter. First time I saw you was a Sunday evening. 'Twas at the Easter as I was kneeling. 'Twas on Christ's Passion that I was reading, but my mind it was on you,
and my own heart bleeding. My Donald, you'll not find me lazy, not like some high-born, expensive lady. I'll do your milking and I'll nurse your baby. If you were set upon, I would back you bravely. For you said you would meet me, but you were lying down by the sheepfold as the day was dying. I whistled first, then I started hailing, but all that I heard was the young lambs wailing. And you said you would give me, but you talk lightly. Fish skin gloves that would fit me tightly. Bird skin shoes when I go out walking. A silken dress that would set Ireland talking. My mother, she said, we should not be meeting, that I should pass you by and not give you greeting. 'Twas a fine time, surely, she chose for cheating, with the stable bell and the horse retreating. Black as the sloe is the heart inside me. Black as the coal is the grief that drives me. Black as the boot print on shining hallway. 'Twas you that blackened it ever and always. For you took what's before me and what's behind me. You took east and west when you would not mind me. Sun, moon, and stars from me you have taken, and Christ likewise, if I am not mistaken. My Donald, when you sail o'er the water.
Oh.
Lovely one, pal. Well done, love.
Well,
What's the name of the song?
I love stuff. Maybe Eleanor and Sam will cheer us up. I don't know. After we will have a break. We'll have parish notices and then a break. But over to you, Eleanor and Sam.
Yes, I think you had your mystic feeling that we might do something non-miserable was correct. Right, this is I come from a farm in North Wales, so I'm a bit partial to jolly rural songs. This is a totally unrealistic song about the joys of rural life and seasonal. We gets up in the morn and we sound the harvest horn. Our master has orders for to mind. First thing we take in hand is the stopper from the can, so each man can drink them till the bottom he find. Then each man do take his part, and he work with hand and heart, while the glorious song do shine, while the glorious sun do shine. Our master brings the can, he's a jolly-hearted man. Come, me lads, and take a drop of the best. And don't you stand and prattle when you hear the wagons rattle, for the sunny is a-drawing to the west, to the west. For the sunny was a-drawing to the west. Here's the farmer's daughter dear, brews us plenty of strong beer, which is enough to cheer up any soul. And each man shall drink and say, heaven bless this happy day, when we crown the harvest with the flowing bowl, flowing bowl. When we crown the harvest with the flowing bowl.
We get something more.
Good one to finish off the first half. I thought you were going to sing individually, so we've finished a little bit early, but I think that's okay.
There's a lot of echo.
You're very echoey, Amanda. Oh, so
are you?
Just mute everyone.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, it's coming and going, I don't know. Yes, so parish notices, please. I think Livy probably has one, and I think James probably has one. So do you want to shout out? Unmute yourselves and tell us your news.
Yeah, I'll just give news about next week when we've got a sort of Ewan McCall type celebration. We've got Peggy Seeger's coming to sing a couple of songs, and possibly one or two of her sons might come along as well.
Ooh.
So that'll be fun. A nice change.
Fab. Go. So we're recording in the second half. Gwyneth and Tamsin are our first two singers, and after them, could we have a song from Graeme Baldwin, please?
Okay, hi. I'm going to do Turpin Hero. Sorry. On Hounslow Heath as I rode o'er, I spied a lawyer riding before. Kind sir, said he, aren't you afraid of Turpin, that mischievous blade? Oh, red Turpin hero, oh, red Turpin, oh. Says Turpin, he'd ne'er find me out, I've hid my money in my boot. Oh, says the lawyer, there's none can find my gold, for it's stitched in my cape behind. Oh, red Turpin hero, oh, red Turpin, oh. As they rode down by the powder mill, Turpin commands him to be still. Says he, your cape I must cut off, for my mare she wants a new saddle cloth. Oh, red Turpin hero, oh, red Turpin, oh. As Turpin rode in search of prey, he met an exciseman on the way. Then boldly he did bid him stand. Your gold, he said, I do demand. Oh, red Turpin hero, oh, red Turpin, oh. Turpin then without remorse soon knocked him quite from off his horse, and left him on the ground to sprawl. So he rode off with his gold and all. Oh, red Turpin hero, oh, red Turpin, oh. As he rode over Salisbury Plain, he met Lord Judge with all his train. Then hero like he did approach, and robbed the judge as he sat in his coach. Oh, red Turpin hero, oh, red Turpin, oh. For the shooting of a dunghill cock, poor Turpin now at last is took, and carried straight into a jail, where his ill luck he does bewail. Oh, red Turpin hero, oh, red Turpin, oh. Now Turpin is condemned to die, to hang upon yon gallows high. His legacy is a strong rope for stealing a poor dunghill cock. Oh, red Turpin hero, oh, red Turpin, oh. Thanks.
Good song, Gwyneth. And looking forward to what Tamsin has to offer.
This song is called The Wellerman. It's from New Zealand. There once was a ship that put to sea, and the name of that ship was the Billy O.T. The winds blew hard, her bow dipped down, oh blow, my bully boys, blow. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. She had not been 2 weeks from shore, when down on her a right whale bore. The captain called all hands and swore he'd take that whale in tow. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Before the boat had hit the water, the whale's tail came up and caught her. All hands to the side, harpooned and fought her when she dived down below. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. No line was cut, no whale was freed. The captain's mind was not on greed, but he belonged to the whaleman's creed. She took that ship in tow. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. For 40 days or even more, the line went slack then tight once more. All boats were lost, there were only 4, but still that whale did go. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. As far as I've heard, the fight's still on, the line's not cut and the whale's not gone. The Wellerman makes his irregular call to encourage the captain, crew and all. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go.
Well done.
Hey. Another great contribution, Tamsin, and good to hear you both just contributing a little bit. Contributing a bit to each other's songs there as well. I think I got muted. So next up we have Graeme Baldwin, and after Graeme, Martin Neal.
Hello everybody. It's October, and I think back in 1805 in October there was a big battle, a big naval battle, Trafalgar, and so here's a song about Trafalgar, it's a poem by Thomas Hardy that was set to music by Howard Evans of Brass Monkey fame. Just so people don't, in case people don't know, everybody knows about the Battle of Trafalgar, but apparently there was a big storm after the battle, which apparently killed more people than the battle itself. On the night immediately after the Battle of Trafalgar, the survivors were engulfed in this big storm. So here it is. It's called the Night of Trafalgar, and I usually play this with a couple of 18th century country dance tunes at the beginning and the end. So it's preceded by something called Dr. Faustus Tumblers, and it's followed by something called Prince William. Here we go. Close this out of the way, so... October night time when the wind waved round the land, and the back seat met the front seat, and our doors were blocked with sand, and we heard the drum of Dead Man's Bay, where the bones of thousands are. We knew not what the day had done for us at Trafalgar. Had done for us at Trafalgar. Had done for us at Trafalgar. Pull hard and make the north, or down we go on, says he. We pulled and bent on board the storm, but home snug slept we. But our gallants all the while, after fighting through the day, were beating up and down the dark southwest of Cable's Bay. Southwest of Cable's Bay. Southwest of Cable's Bay. The victors and the vanquished, then the storm it tossed and tore, as hard they drove those worn-out men up on that surly shore. Dead Nelson and his half-dead crew, his foes from near and far, were all together on the deep that night at Trafalgar. That night at Trafalgar. That night at Trafalgar. yeah.
Hey.
That was rousing and a half. Okay, Martin is up next. And after us, Martin, a song from Wendy, please.
Right. I've just this is almost topical because it's not too long after Michaelmas, and there's this is a song about a fair which used to happen several times a year, but one of them was Michaelmas, when they had hirings of agricultural labourers. They also sold horses. And this is a song about horse dealing at a fair. And bonus points for the first person to say which Thomas Hardy novel has its opening scenes at this fair. Oh, it's I have been to Wayhill Fair, and oh, what sights I did see there, to tell me tale and make you stare, to see the horses showing. They come from east, they come from west, they bring their worst, they bring their best, and some they lead and they drive the rest unto the fair at Wayhill. Sing fa la la la, sing fa la la la, unto the fair at Wayhill. There were blacks and bays and duns and greys and sorrel horses, aye, and mares and piebalds too, I do declare, more than I do know on. There were blind and lame and wingled too, cribiters there were not a few, and there were roarers one or two, all at the fair at Wayhill. Sing fa la la la, sing fa la la la, all at the fair at Wayhill. All ages too, as I am alive, from 1 to 2 to 35, and some they scarce could leave nor drive, nor on the downs could show 'em. There were blind and lame and wingled too, and some they were broken winded too, I saw, and some for panting scarce could draw, and there were clickers too, I'm sure, all at the fair at Wayhill. Sing fa la la la, sing fa la la la, all at the fair at Wayhill. And some upon the fair, and some upon the road were shown, and others found upon soft ground, and up their hill their heads were turned. That's the way to show 'em. They can gain or lose an inch or two, oh yes, they this and more can do, to find the horse that will suit you, all at the fair at Wayhill. Sing fa la la la, sing fa la la la, all at the fair at Wayhill. The dealers through the fair do splash and swing around their long whiplash, and come cry, me lads, can stand a swash, let's have room to show 'em. They crack their whips and curse and swear, and cry, me lads, be of good cheer, for this, me lads, is Wayhill Fair. Do you like the fair at Wayhill? Yes, I have been to Wayhill Fair, and it's oh, what sights I did see there, to tell me tale and make you stare, to see the horses showing. They come from east, they come from west, they bring their worst, they bring their best, and some they lead and they drive the rest unto the fair at Wayhill. Sing fa la la la, sing fa la la la, unto the fair at Wayhill.
Okay, great stuff, Martin. And that was 2 rousing numbers in a row there from Martin and from Graeme. Let's see what Wendy has for us. And after Wendy, it will be Caroline's turn.
Okay, not exactly rousing, but not as sad as Pals tonight. Okay, I'm sure you can all join in too. I know my love by his way of walking. I know my love by his way of talking. I know my love in his suit of blue. And if my love leaves me, what will I do? And still she cried, I love him the best, and a troubled mind knows no rest. And still she cried, bonny boys are few, and if my love leaves me, what will I do? There is a dance hall in Mardyke where my love leaves almost every night. He takes a strange girl upon his knee. Now don't you think that it vexes me? And still she cries, I love him the best, and a troubled mind knows no rest. And still she cries, bonny boys are few, and if my love leaves me, what will I do? If my love knew I could wash and wring, if my love knew I could weave and spin, I'd make a jacket of the finest kind. But for want of money he's left me behind. And still she cried, I love him the best, and a troubled mind knows no rest. And still she cried, bonny boys are few, and if my love leaves me, what will I do? I know my love is an errant rover, I know my love sails the whole world over. In foreign lands he is sure to tarry, and some foreign girl he is sure to marry. And still she cried, I love him the best, and a troubled mind knows no rest. And still she cried, bonny boys are few, and if my love leaves me, what will I do?
Lovely, Wendy.
Very nice.
Lovely.
Really nice. So one of our good songs.
Lovely, Wendy, thank you. So, Caroline, you're next, and after Caroline, I think we'll have a song from Kate Portal.
Hi everyone. It would have been Cyril Tawney's 90th birthday, so this is one of his. On to Sammy's bar, hey, the last boats are leaving, at the shore of Petite, call away the dice. So can you take it up a little bit? And my real love, she was there. Oh, the last boats are leaving. There was sand all in her hair. Call away the dice. Oh, how did sand get in your hair? Oh, the last boats are leaving. Darling Johnny put it there. Call away the dice. Oh, been with Johnny all the day. Oh, the last boats are leaving down the Anafia Bay. All the way the dice. Oh, he's a better man by far. Hey, the last boats are leaving because he drives a Yankee car. Call away the dice so. I went out from Sammy's bar. Hey, the last boats are leaving. I must hire a Yankee car. Call away the dice so. 14 days I drank no wine. Hey, the last boats are leaving. Saving for that love of mine. Call away the dice so. Then one day in Powler Square, hey, the last boats are leaving. At a paper I did stare. Call away the dice so. Johnny tried a hairpin bend. Hey, the last boats are leaving. For my love it was the end. Call away the dice so. I went back to Sammy's bar. Hey, the last boats are leaving. I don't need no Yankee car. Call away the dice so.
Really nice.
Very lovely.
Very lovely.
You didn't drink any wine for 2 weeks, did I hear that right?
Yep. Trying to save up to hire a car.
It's a work of fiction.
Yeah, especially as it was Cyril who wrote it. That makes it more improbable.
I drunk in a Sammy's bar in Kathmandu about 10 years ago.
Worrying stuff anyway. Kate Porto is our next performer, and after Kate, a song from Dave Clare.
Yeah, are we unmuted?
You are indeed.
Okay. Well, I don't know if I should be in Sammy's bar or anywhere else. This song is potentially very easy, but I find it deceptively difficult. So anyway, but it's a situation where people haven't been off the wine for 2 weeks. It's a kind of harvest kind of feel to it, and so therefore relatively seasonal, and I'm sure you'll all join in. Let's see, decide what key to sing it in. That'll do. Here's good luck to the pint pot, good luck to the barley mow. Jolly good luck to the pint pot, good luck to the barley mow. Oh, the pint pot, half pint Jill, half Jill, quarter Jill, nipperkins and a brown bowl. Here's good luck, good luck, good luck to the barley mow. Here's good luck to the quart pot, good luck to the barley mow. Jolly good luck to the quart pot, good luck to the barley mow. Oh, the quart pot, pint pot, half pint Jill, half Jill, quarter Jill, nipperkins and a brown bowl. Here's good luck, good luck, good luck to the barley mow. Here's good luck to the half gallon, good luck to the barley mow. Jolly good luck to the half gallon, good luck to the barley mow. Oh, the half gallon quart pot, pint pot, half pint Jill, half Jill, quarter gin, nipperkins and a brown bowl. Here's good luck, good luck, good luck to the barley mow. Here's good luck to the gallon, good luck to the barley mow. Jolly good luck to the gallon, good luck to the barley mow. Oh, the gallon, the half gallon, quart pot, pint pot, half pint, quarter Jill, half Jill, quarter Jill, nipperkins and a brown bowl. Here's good luck, good luck, good luck to the barley mow. Here's good luck to the half barrel, good luck to the barley mow. Jolly good luck to the half barrel, good luck to the barley mow. Oh, the half barrel gallon, half gallon, quart, pot, pint, pot, half pint, gill, half gill, quarter gill, nippykins and a brown bowl. Here's good luck, good luck, good luck to the barley mow. Here's good luck to the barrel, good luck to the barley mow. Jolly good luck to the barrel, good luck to the barley mow. Oh, the barrel, the half barrel, oh, the barrel, the half barrel, gallon, half gallon, quart, pot, pint, half pint, gill, half gill, quarter gill, nippykins and a brown bowl. Here's good luck to the barley mow. Here's good luck to shops in isolation, good luck to the barley mow. Good luck to shops in isolation, good luck to the barley mow. Shops in isolation, barrel, half barrel, gallon, half gallon, quart, pot, pint, pot, half pint, gill, half gill, quarter gill, nippykins and a brown bowl. Here's good luck to the barley mow. And I'm on the chamomile tea.
Well done, Kate.
Well done, Kate.
Well done.
That's what's wrong.
Nicely, Kate. I'm not sure that last verse is traditional, but it will be soon. So great. Okay, Dave, Claire, welcome back after a bit of a gap. Don't think we've seen you for a few weeks, so welcome back. And after Dave, could we have Racker Donnelly?
This is a song that sort of proves it's not necessarily wrong to be creative by committee. It was written by 16 members of the critics group, based on an idea by Charles, what was his name, who worked on the radio ballads?
Parker.
Yeah.
Charles Parker.
Yes, thank you. And it took about 6 weeks, and Peggy Seeger put a tune to it. And I was thinking today what a bloody miserable day it is. And it's called Grey October, and it uses great juxtaposition of the dreadful Aberfan disaster in October 1966, when a unstable coal pit slag heap engulfed a junior school. And I think it was 144 died and 116 children, but at the same time it was the height of the Vietnam War. So they used this as a juxtaposition of the two things. Grey October in Glamorgan, high pit heaps where the houses stand, fog in the valley and the back shifts ending, children awakened in Aberfan. Warm October in the Tybin province, huts of bamboo and rattan. Sun comes up and repair gangs stop, and children awakened in Thuidan. Pitted hooter sounds from Merthyr, load the coal in the waiting trams, and shoot the slag down the high pit heap while children eat in Aberfan. Ox carts rattle down the Tybin highway, and work begins on the broken land. Night work's ended and the roadways mended, children eating Thuidan. Died Evans grabs his satchel, Michael Jones's bread and jam. 5 to 9 and the school bells ringing. Time for school in Aberfan. School bell ringing and children running down by the river and across the dam. Hot sun burning and it's time for learning, time for school in Thuidan. Lesson started in Pantglass Junior and another day began. Under the weight of the man-made mountain, children die in Aberfan. Lessons start in the Tybin schoolhouse, and another day began. But bombers fly in the morning sky, and children die in Thuidan. 'Tis a shed for Glamorgan children, and the world mourns Aberfan. But who will weep for the murdered children under the rubble of Thuidan? Grey October in Glamorgan, warm October in Vietnam, where children die while we stand by and shake the killer by the hand.
Well sung. Beautiful.
Well sung, Dave.
Fabulous, Dave.
That well.
Absolutely fabulous. God.
A rarely hard song, Dave. Thanks for bringing that. And there's some cracking October songs coming out now. So thanks for bring us another. Racker Donnelly is up next, no doubt for a complete change of tone. And after him, a song, please, from Dave Mason. Arthur Racker, are you there? You're still on mute. Still on mute there. You're not unmuting. I don't know if you can hear me. I will attempt to unmute you, or somebody will. Okay, I think you're probably
now.
Yes, at last. At last.
It's a miracle. I did nothing. Anyway, this is an October piece suitable for the month that ends in Halloween, and it's about Bram Stoker, the Irish writer, who, in the second half of his life, was the manager, agent, dog's body for the great Sir Henry Irving, the sort of king of theatre in late Victorian and Edwardian times. But when Bram Stoker wrote Dracula, Sir Henry was furious for two reasons. One, he thought the book was worthless, a simple potboiler. Two, everybody thought that Dracula was Sir Henry, that Dracula was modelled on Sir Henry, and he was absolutely furious about it. So this is my take on Sir Henry Irving berating everybody who likes Dracula and condemning him utterly. So I go straight into that. This is, as Sir Henry Irving, and as I don't know and you don't know what on earth Sir Henry Irving sounded like, very likely this impression will be absolutely spot on. So away we go. Dracula stirs at dusk, attaches tusks, like a witch at twitch to hustle fresh corpuscle. He works in vain, an artist of the artery, the lad to fall for if you're feeling martyry. His kiss of bliss, disdain it with a hiss or boo, do. He's a voodoo hoodoo. He's a Jonah in quest of an involuntary blood donor. The only way to keep at bay this shady driller, this lady killer, is to look at least as lardy as Laurel combined with Hardy. Wear a burqa or a wig, wham, or a cardi. O virgin, spurn his urgings. No villain cooing or worse, undoing. His Transylvaniac, a psychophantic, new romantic necromaniac. Oh, maidens, drop your super stud illusions. All vampire Batman wants is blood transfusions. This vampire'd never stoke a lady's campfire. Vlad the Impaler, more like Allow Sailor. I plead, my ladies, heed my admonition. He offers naught out of 10 blank ammunition, the best this infernal eternal pest can proffer, a nocturnal emission. He'd lick and snick and snack a lady's gullet, hence she must find but where at this time of night a silver bullet or feign delight. Conceal her fear, aye, mask it, and screw Count Dracula back into his casket. Dracula.
Wow.
I had some.
I was going to say Count Dracula of Henry Irving in archives and things, I think. And the melodramatic is the thing.
Yes, there are. I've just sent a link to some.
Oh, great. If we can follow the link in our own time and compare and contrast the voices. Excellent. Okay. No, brilliant rhymes there. Okay. So next we have Dave Mason. Welcome, Dave. I think this is your first time here. So
it is.
You, and after Dave, could we have Riggy, please?
I think after listening to that, it makes you think about, you know, a lot of the songs and poems that are written nowadays. There's just not as much thought goes into it. There's just so much thought goes into writing something like that. Well done, Raka. That was great. Oh, fantastic. I'm going to sing a song of mine. Actually, it's a song about an event that happened in northern Spain in 1937, a little town called Guernica. I recall the bombs from heaven. I was just a child, 11. It was April 1937 in Guernica. 3 hours felt like 3 lifetimes. My friends all slaughtered in their prime. Being there our only crime, oh Guernica. Cacophony of tortured screams, the roaring buzz of those freak machines. I still hear them in my dreams of Guernica. from questions that will never cease to Picasso's childish masterpiece. I wonder, will the world find peace for Guernica? Now for 80 years I've wondered why death still haunts us from the skies. The guilty have their alibi. Some nations even justify. The UN seeks to clarify, while innocent and children die in Syria.
Well done.
Lovely song.
Very, very well done.
Lovely.
Okay, thank you, everyone.
Lovely song.
Excellent.
That was Simon, I think.
Somehow. Same kind of theme as the Aberfan song in a way. Yeah.
Well, I was going to change because of all the songs of October. I was going to change to an October harvest song, but I thought after listening to the Aberfan one, I thought I'd just stick with that.
Yeah. No, great stuff. Great stuff. Okay, so Riggy is next, and after Riggy, a song from Tom Reed.
How nice! Looking forward to Tom. Dave, I was hoping you'd go on for another 2 verses, because the men outside were playing with leaf blowers. So it would have been quite unpleasant for everyone concerned. But luckily they finished. Here's another middle watch, another hair upon me chest. In just an hour or 2 I can go and get some rest. Morning dogs or afternoon, the forenoon. First, there's none of them comes easy, but the middle is the worst. Keep the engine going round, your diesel going up and down. Keep the old ship going homeward bound. How did I get into this when I was just a boy? My mother wouldn't let me go, I was her pride and joy. When she tried to stop me, I just ran away to sea. Mothers always know best now, that's very plain to me. Keep the engine going round, your diesel going up and down. Keep the old ship going homeward bound. I never heard of watch keeping, I can't have been too bright. I thought that when the sun went down, we'd anchor for the night. My old sea dad put me straight, he says we're 1 and 3. That's 4 hours on and 8 hours off and working in between. Keep the engine going round, your diesel going up and down. Keep the old ship going homeward bound. At 4 o'clock next morning I was down below in hell, scrubbing plates and punching sprayers, making tea as well. After 4 long hours I was really fit to drop. I went an hour off for breakfast and I turned to up on top. Keep the engine going round, your diesel going up and down. Keep the old ship going homeward bound. Then I heard in submarines there's extra money paid and only 2-hour watches, so I thought I got it made. I quickly volunteered and leapt to find I had been green. That was 2 hours on and 4 hours off and working in between. Keep the engine going round, your diesel going up and down. Keep the old ship going homeward bound. After 20 years you find there's not much left to learn, and when it comes to watch keeping you have to take your turn. When you're shaking, just roll out and get yourself below. Your uppo's waiting for relief, for off what you can go. Keep the engine going round, your diesel going up and down. Keep the old ship going homeward bound. 'Cause here's another middle watch, another hair upon me chest. In just an hour or two I can go and get some rest. Morning dogs or afternoon, the forenoon or the first. There's none of them comes easy, but the middle is the worst.
Amazing.
Good stuff.
Good one, Riggy. Okay. Keep getting muted now. Okay. So thank you for that, Riggy. Tom Reed probably has something completely different again. And after Tom, a song, please, from Lisa Null.
Thank you, Amanda. Yes. Miserable as shite, I'm afraid. With a nice jolly chorus just to pretend it's not so miserable. Lie, la, lie. 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 You dogs of war, take heed my warning. You're slowly running out of time on every shore. The fires are burning, the tide is turning for all mankind. And you who march, your jackboot soldiers, to kill and maim and terrorize, I'll carve this song upon your gravestone, so all the world will know your crimes. Lie, la, lie. 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 You man of God, from all persuasions, who sell salvation for your own gain, with iron rod and Armageddon, you vow and threaten eternal flame. And you who preach your tainted doctrine and twist the truth to hide the lies, I'll carve this song upon your gravestones, so all the world will know your crimes. Lie, la, lie. 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 You bankers all who live for profit and line your pockets on workers' toil in towers tall. You build your empires with hands that never touch the soil. And you who feast at banquet tables while children starve before your eyes. I'll carve this song upon your gravestone, so all the world will know your crimes. Lie, la, lie, 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 lie, la, lie. You tyrant lords who lust for power while poor folks cower in misery with fascist hordes. You purest evil, you purge your people of liberty, and you who rule by fear and torture and lend your hand to genocide. I'll carve this song upon your gravestone, so all the world will know your crimes. Lie, la, lie, 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 lie, la,
Hey.
Carol Anderson's there tonight. Absolutely fabulous.
Big song, Tom.
There she is.
Just right for the times.
Yeah.
So, yeah, was that is that your own, or is that somebody else's? Is your own phenomenal? Great. Might need to steal that actually. Anyway, moving on. Lisa's our next singer, and then Bev Praver. We everybody's got their hand up already. We'll definitely get on. Plus, possibly a few more. I think a few hands have gone down, and yeah, if your hand has gone down, or if you desperately want to sing and have not had a chance yet, please put your hand up. We'll see how we go, and we will finish at 11. But anyway, right, over to Lisa for now. You're unmute. You need to unmute. Oh.
Can you hear me now?
Can hear you now. Yeah.
Okay. This is sort of a parting song in a sense. It's a song we just finished the getaway weekend a week or two ago, which I'm still recovering from. And a dear friend of ours who was a regular there was in a car crash on his way home. And I wrote this song as a memorial to him. And it disappeared for a long time. And then somebody sang it at the last part as a parting song at the getaway I was just at. And I'd lost the words, and I was so happy to hear it in. The words all popped back into my brain, so I'm going to share it here. I'm leaving now, my dearest friends. I'm going far away. As I go, the sun sinks low and sheds its last fond ray. I'll meet you over the river. I'll meet you over the shore. When we stand together, we'll sing this song once more. I've put this world behind me now. The trumpet calls me home. But though it seems 10,000 years, our parting won't be long. I'll meet you over the river. I'll meet you over the shore. And when we stand together, we'll sing this song once more. Soon I'll lay my burden down upon this journey's end. I'll gently rest beside the stream and let these poor bones mend. I'll meet you over the river. I'll meet you over the shore. When we stand together, we'll sing this song once more. If I could see you one more time, I'd share this parting glass. But no one knows till they are called how quick these moments pass. I'll meet you over the river. I'll meet you over the shore. When we stand together, we'll sing this song once more.
Oh, lovely one. Lovely.
That is two phenomenal songs in a row. Really this is a really talented group. Fantastic. So next we have Bev, and after Bev, could I have Brendan Kennedy, please?
Okay, I'm unmuted now. I just need this to get a note. Let's see here. And this is an October song. I hadn't planned to sing this, but everybody was doing October, so this is about a mining disaster in Spring Hill, Nova Scotia, and Peggy and Ewan wrote this, and it was the October 23rd, 1958 when it happened. In the town of Spring, I think that's going to be too low. Try again. In the town of Spring Hill, Nova Scotia, down in the dark of... Oh, now it's too high. That's terrible. I feel awful. In the town of Spring Hill, Nova Scotia, down in the dark of the Cumberland mine, there's blood on the coal and the miners lie in the roads that never saw sun nor sky, roads that never saw sun nor sky. In the town of Spring Hill you don't sleep easy, often the earth will tremble and roll. When the earth is restless the miners die, bone and blood is the price of coal. Bone and blood is the price of coal. Down at the coalface miners working, rattle of the belt and the cutter's blade, rumble of the rock and the walls close round, the living and the dead men 2 miles down, living and the dead men 2 miles down. 12 men lay 2 miles from the pit shaft, 12 men lay in the dark and sang, long long hot days in the miner's tomb. It was 3 feet high and 100 long. 3 feet high and 100 long. In the town of Spring Hill, Nova Scotia, late in the year of 58, day still comes and the sun still shines, but it's dark as the grave in the Cumberland mine, dark as the grave in the Cumberland mine.
Wow, tonight is a night of tragedy. There's been lots of this. Question is whether Brendan will continue that theme or do something completely different. After Brendan, it is Jan Ayres. Then we've come to the end of everyone who's got their hands up. If you have not sung yet and you do not want, and you do want to sing, then please put your hands up. If I call Jan and no one has put her hand up, I'm just going to pick on somebody to finish the evening if there's time, which there probably will be. Okay, over to you then, Brendan. And I think this could be your first time here, so if it is, welcome.
Thank you very much. Yes, it is my first time here. This Zoom is fantastic. I see a number of people here tonight that I've seen and met at other Zoom sessions that I would never have met if it hadn't been for COVID. And I see one very old friend, Racker Donnelly. Give us a wave, Racker. So, okay, since it's my first time in Sharps, I thought it would be a friendly gesture to sing an English song. So I'm going to sing this song. It probably isn't quite the version you'd be used to, but it's actually quite closer to the original poem written by Frank Mansell. It's called The Cottager's Reply. You'll offer £500,000 for this old house and a bit of ground. You like these hills and have it planned to settle here on Cotswold land. Well, come you in and sit you down. You would be buyer from the town. And listen to me while I tell the reasons why I will not sell. This stone-tiled cottage you call nice was gained at far too high a price, that I should lightly sign away what others toiled for night and day, who hammered a blue stone by the yard to pay the rent when times were hard, who spent themselves beneath the sun, tending the fields you gaze upon. Their time is over, but for me remains the wild hare running free, and snuffling badger travels still, ancestral highways on the hill. And I, as Cotswold bred as these, have likewise need of fields and trees, to feel the soil that nursed my race beneath me in my native place. nor would I tread the barren street, with strangers round me, none to greet, expectant at each opening door, to find some face I see no more. Enough for me this cot of stone, a mite of land to call my own, a friend to drink with while I smile, and Cotswold land for miles and miles. So take your glass and drain it down, you would be peasant from the town. Go on your journey, let me bide, content in my own countryside, and take your £500,000 that you think could buy this house and ground. And as you go, remember well the reasons why I will not sell. Thank you.
Lovely one.
Come again.
Great to have you with us this evening, Brendan. Thank you. So next we'll have Jan, and after Jan, I see that Jan and Phil have put their hand up, so they will sing after Jan, and that will probably take us right to the end. Now, I notice a cat has been moving between Jan's screen and James's screen. It's a bit disconcerting. Hopefully that won't happen while you're performing. Anyway, over to you, Jan. It would help if we could hear you.
I've got two cats on the table. They've been in and out the cat flap, playing in the rain. They've been coming in to be dried and then off out again. So I've moved them out of the way for the moment, so they might stay. I was going to save this till next week, being relevant date and all the rest, but it's part of the theme tonight. Close the coal house door, lad. Alex Glasgow. Close the coal house door, lad. There's blood inside, blood from broken hands and feet, blood that's dried on pit black meat, blood from hearts that know no beat. Close the coal house door, lad, there's blood inside. Close the coal house door, lad, there's bones inside. Mangled, splintered piles of bones, buried neath a mile of stones, not a soul to hear their groans. Close the coal house door, lad, there's bones inside. Close the coal house door, lad, there's bairns inside. Bairns that had no time to hide, bairns to saw the blackness slide, bairns beneath the mountainside. Close the coal house door, lad, there's bairns inside. Close the coal house door, lad, and stay outside. Geordie's standing at the dole, and Mrs. Jackson, like a fool, complains about the price of coal. Close the coal house door, lad, there's blood inside. Close the coal house door, lad, there's bones inside. Close the coal house door, lad, there's bairns inside. So close the coal house door, lad, and stay outside. Thank you.
Well done. Done.
Thank you. Oh, over to Jean and Phil. I don't know if you're singing together. If you are singing together, we might have time for a couple more. I don't know. It's up to you entirely.
We'll just sing the one. Yeah.
Case,
Unlike...
In that case, I think, could we have another one from Caroline, who privately messaged me with an autumn song, and then probably somebody else. Okay, bye-bye.
Unlike Rory's sailor, John Riley had rather better fortune when he returned after his 7 years on the sea.
A fair young maid in her garden, a strange young man came riding by, asked her for to marry him. This then, sir, is my reply. Oh no, kind sir, I cannot marry thee, for I've a love who sails out on the sea. Oh, he's been gone for 7 years, no man on earth shall marry me. What if he's in some battle slain, or if he's drowned in the deep salt sea, or if he's found another love, and in some far land they married me. If he's in some battle slain, then I shall die ere the moon shall wane. Or if he's drowned in the deep salt sea, I still am true to his memory. If he's found another love, and in some far land they married me, and I wish them health and happiness where they live across the sea. He picked up in his arms so strong, kisses gave her 1, 2, and 3, saying, weep no more, my own true love, for I'm your long lost John Riley. Weep no more, my own true love, for I'm your long lost John Riley.
Fucking brilliant shit. It's like anyone that wants to join. Just say,
Oh man, that's
yeah.
easy.
So do you want to do it?
No, I'm gonna
Like
watch
not
it.
tonight, not tonight, not.
I think Caro might be trying to persuade somebody to sing. So it sounded like not tonight, but anyway, another time. In the meantime, we'll have Caroline, and then to punish her, Caro is going to take us up to 11 o'clock with as many fiddle tunes as she can. So Caroline and then Caro.
Okay, I've sang this a few times recently, so apologies if you're getting bored with this song from me. It's just a nice seasonal song from Jim Causley, and it's called Summer's End. Oh, now that summer's ending and the days are growing short and the sunny hours are leaving were the happy times they brought. And now the rain is coming, it's time to close the door, and the grey days that are returning seem much greyer than before. So tell me the truth, love, it's only for the truth that I care. Oh, what happened there, love? Tell me what happened there. Oh, the gift the summer brought was the dream that never ends, the one that keeps recurring when it's time to make amends. The dream becomes reality and the jigsaw fits into place. Arrives like a slap in the face. So tell to me the truth, love, it's only for the truth that I care. Oh, what happened there, love? Tell me what happened there. I've shared with you the places that bring me comfort from my fears, those secret magic places that I've treasured all these years. And all the times I've spent there have brought me nothing but joy. Now every one of them is tainted by the memory of the boy. So tell to me the truth, love, it's only for the truth that I care. Oh, what happened there, love? Tell me what happened there. I've opened up my heart and I've laid it on a plate, and I've watched it being devoured until it was too late. But the truth, it must be spoken, yes, the truth, it must be known. So the next time you're feeling uncertain, then please leave me well alone. And tell to me the truth, love, it's only for the truth that I care. And the love, tell me what happened there. Yes, tell to me the truth, love, it's only for the truth that I care. Oh, what happened there, love? Tell me what happened there. Jim Causley.
So, finally, for the evening, welcome back, Carol Anderson. Since we've got her, I think we'll squeeze another set of tunes out of her. So, over to you, Carol, to close the evening. And thank you, everybody who's sung, played, performed, and Livy on the mute button. And hopefully someday...
Can I just introduce you to my flatmate, Mangbe Silla?
Greeting.
He's from the Ivory Coast.
Bonsoir.
Thank you for joining.
Bonsoir. comment vous allez-vous?
Lovely to see you, Carol.
I have no idea what I'm about to play. I know what I'm going to play. I'm going to finish the night off with Harvest Home because it's October and it's harvest time. Would that make sense? If I thought about this in advance, I would play another tune in front of it, but Actually, I'm just going to finish it with Harvest Home. So.
Thank you. Lots of people leaning in there. Other instruments, spoons, bouzouki.
Someone's playing with spoons.
That's awesome. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for a great evening.
Thank you once again.
Brilliant.
Yeah, thank you all. It's lovely. Great stuff.
Everyone.
Thank you, Amanda and Livy.
Bye.
Thank you. Good night.
Night all.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you very much. Lovely evening.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.